And it wasn't just one individual that attacked me, but at least 12 in the mobbing incident, in addition to other uh, incidents of people throwing liquids in my face early in the days that were also reported to police, and they chose not to even question the suspect because what they told me was that would incite the mob.
So I want to hear details about that. So when you say you reported to police when they threw the liquid on your face, but they did not, they refused to follow up on that ahead of the assault that we have on camera?
That's correct.
And how many police officers did you speak with at the time? Were they making an individual call on the street, or did you have any indication that this was directions that they had been given to not engage with protesters unless there were serious assaults?
It's my understanding that Portland policing tactics and protocols instruct them to only engage with demonstrators when there's a threat of imminent loss of life. So anything short of that, they choose not to intervene. So unfortunately, many other times where I've faced assault, intimidation, and menacing in front of police by these masked people, they don't do anything, and they tell me to take that they can take a report now or later. Of course, the suspects then get away. My one opportunity to unmask them is lost, and it keeps happening over and over.
But theoretically, and I think this is an important point for our viewers to understand, theoretically, if the police had stopped the people who had thrown liquid in your face, then it would not have potentially escalated into the type of assault that caused you to have a brain bleed. That's very important to understand. Did the police not consider the warning from Antifa on Antifa's Facebook page in the days leading up to this counter protest? They called you out by name, I believe, warning you that they would be using, quote, confrontational tactics, which is a euphemism for violence. Did the police not believe that that was a threat to your life and safety?
I don't know what is wrong with the Portland police that they showed such an action this day, but it's not surprising. Over and over, it's not just me who's been victimized. You may recall last year there was a elderly driver who an Antifa and Black Lives Matter mob attacked without mercy in a viral video clip, and he was one among many. And it just keeps happening over and over. So there's somebody higher up in the command chain is placing their finger, and I believe it's done for political reasons. I place some blame or a lot of blame on Portland Mayor Ted Wheeler because he doubles as the police commissioner. And somebody who's in charge of the police should not be someone who's also up for re-election. So the ethos of Portland has adapted, excuse me, adopted the Black Lives Matter narrative of being anti-police, and and unfortunately, our politicians locally have taken on that position because you almost have to hate police in order to win elections.